Hello again, tacticians! So we got yet another new campaign event, this time the Necrons versus the Dark Angels for some reason. And sadly, to make a thumbnail, I missed the riveting lore that happens when you log into the campaign, but that's not really a problem. I mean, we're not playing Tacticus for the brilliant lore, are we? We're playing it for the tactics. So let's see what this campaign is like, starting in Battle 1, who would have thunk? The Unforgiven. That seems to check out. Okay, so the lion has been foreshadowed. That's nice. And now the core heroes are Aleph, Imospec, and Thutmose, apparently. Why not Makotep? Because Makotep is a support hero. Oh well. So these are the Overwatchers that could be a little painful. Actually, they don't have all that many hits, so I see why Makotep isn't a core hero, because he would just have Aleph swarm them with Scarabs. And I think this will be fine. This looks logical. Drop the Scarabs. That should overwhelm the remaining infiltrators. And Thutmose moves in for the kills. Lovely! They sound like a really cheap set of villains. Anyway, that was stage 1. Moving on. Okay, stage 2 doesn't look that much more difficult. Sounds like they're having a great time. That one away too quickly. Jittery fingers and all. Oh well. I mean, if you're giving me such nice bushes, I would be impolite to refuse them, right? There. And I think Thutmose's new and improved active will solve this. Never mind, low roll apparently. Oh well. Alrighty, so that's stage 2 cleared. And moving on. Stage 2, stage 3, more infiltrators. Let's go. Yeah, it's great when they do that, isn't it? Okay. And that's uncomfortable. There. And heal Aleph, because that's always a good thing. And don't be on low ground, I think. And their damage output is rather low. A little bird. And a little zap zap zap. And looks like the stage is cleared. Alrighty, that's a chest earned and moving on. There's that chest. Asmodai shards. Actually, that's gonna come in handy. My Asmodai isn't legendary yet. Well, whatever. I'm gonna skip the bonus stage for now and move on to stage 4, which finally brings some enemy variety. Fourth man, so I'm gonna be using Makotep. And who better to speed up than Aleph, but not from here. Me feels like this will be a little better. There, so start by dropping scarabs. There. Take out this guy because that's free. And this shouldn't get Demospec killed. Quite on the contrary, it's gonna get a lot of Dark Angels killed. There. 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 Stage cleared. Coolio. Moving on. So, stage 5. Hellblasters only. Nice. That's gonna be a lot of Overwatch. And you know what? No, let's do this. Not Overwatch. Sniping. The Final Vengeances I meant. The units are starting to be too many and too similar, really. I think I can take a few shots like this. There. Well, looks like going for the scarabs is working out really well for them. Not! And just die, please. Was Imospec perhaps drinking some of the Volk Kool-Aid? Alright, it looks like it's time to face off against the first hero, and that's gonna be... Sarquael, and is that a Watcher? Oh yes. Cool. That's a new unit. And that's a NPC with the immune trait. Cool. Oh look, the lion himself. No, that's called optimism, Sarquael. Alright, so... Oh, even Anufet can fit in here. Alright, we can live with that. Now, this looks sneaky enough. So... drop scarabs here. Make them go again. And I forgot to check what the Watcher does. So, oh, no attacks. Friendly units take less psychic damage and block more. And they cock block the Smite Splash, alright. So everybody else needs to die first. and only then is the Watcher vulnerable. Alright. Well, not vulnerable, but they just get bored. Good hit, Sarquael. There. Bit of bird. I think Makotep. Oh wait, the final vengeance is smart targeting, so I want to cog block it from hitting Thutmose now, if I don't want to heal him. And now to take out the last Dank Angel. And with that the Watcher has fled and the stage is cleared. Very nice. Okay. So that's the first boss down. A few Sarquael shards are gonna come in handy. And time to move on. So, stage 7. Ah, Terminators. Nice. So, the first turn is gonna be all set up. And no fun, huh? Because Terminators. And Deep Strike. I think Thutmose should be able to get rid of most of the Terminator's Terminator armor. Or does it not get triggered by direct? I keep forgetting. Anyway, more scarabs, please. There. And more bird, please. Why is there more bird in melee than at range? I don't know. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. They tried so hard and failed so hard. Anyway, that's the stage cleared, and I can move on. Oh, another chest. Azrael. Oh. I don't think I have him legendary either yet, so... Anyway, stage 8. This looks like a mixed and matched lineup. Alright, so the second attempt at this stage, and the problem seems to be to get the lightning victory. The Terminators are just too tanky. Oh well. There, please die. I said please die. I was even polite about it. There. So far going according to plan. Oh, reactivate the scarabs. Good. This time they managed to outright kill the infiltrator. And now I need to focus fire already damaged Terminators. There. That should be on high ground, right? Boom. 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 Okay, looks like killing that infiltrator with the scarabs on turn 3 is the RNG key to go. Anyway, moving on. Oh. Alrighty, stage 9. Let's go. Okay, let's see. Another bunch of Terminators. 3 turns. This looks alrighty. So, spawn some scarabs. This kinda looks like a good idea to hopefully get another stack to eat some hits for me. There. Okay, 2 more turns. So I think... Bloody hell, those Terminators are tanky. There. There. Nice. That's the Terminator dead. A follow-up will get that one. And... Wow, that's bad positioning. There. There. And... Wow! Didn't expect that to work out, but it did. So, very quickly, moving on. Stage 10, Hellblasters and Terminators, Coolio. Okay, attempt number 10 at Lightning Victorying this stage, and looks like I will have to throw a few games because I think I have a solution, but it needs a lot of crits. With Anufet even, so great. Start by killing this guy with the scarabs. Then bring Thutmose in and kill this infiltrator, and then Immospec needs to kill this one, and he needs to crit to do that. With this hex free, the last infiltrator, oh, that's a Hellblaster, whatever, will go here to shoot the scarabs. That's okay, that's even beneficial. The warrior needs to go to this hex, because then he will shred the armor of that Terminator. And what needs to happen now is Immospec moving away. There, Anufet can do this, and because the Terminator blocked, this is already not looking good. Now Thutmose needs to crit and not get blocked, and very ideally, if all the crits happened, the Terminators are now dead, and Immospec and Aleph can kill the last Hellblaster. Sadly, as you can see, it's very RNG intensive, but it's probably the best solution I will get today, especially now that I used up my last entry into the stage. Oh well. Moving on. So, that was a bit of a disappointment. Whatever, moving to the... what's his name? Baraqiel? Baraqiel's stage. Battle 11. Well, you know what, Necrons, go fuck yourselves. There, I said it. Okay, which one is Baraqiel? Well, doesn't matter, he's in Deep Strike anyway. So I think this makes the most-ish sense. There, send Aleph ahead, drop the Scarabs. They will probably draw the fire from the Terminators, but that's okay. Unlike the previous stage, for this one you do have the time. Let's push forward. There and there. Okay, took some minor damage, but that's fine. So now what? Now I want to deal with Baraqiel before he has the opportunity to shotgun my heroes. There, shred his armor. Time for Thutmose active to mop up the trash. Start working on this Terminator using Imospex active. There, that's a problem solved. There. And in the 2 turns remaining, I think this will be just fine. Nice. So the boss stage was much easier than stage 10. Huh, weird. Alright. Okay. Oh, Baraqiel shards. Cool. So let's move on to the common bonus stage 3B. So I think the Hellblasters here will be dealing a lot of damage, so I probably shouldn't YOLO in like I normally want to do. Especially into all the Overwatches. The West has some wires. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna play this a little defensively, but only a little. There. Okay. So now I'm gonna do the Scarab drop while eating some Overwatches with Aleph, who can take them. Now, since Makotep is at full health, we can easily do the second drop, which was thoroughly disappointing. There, use Thutmose active. Imospex is at full health and can take this, so time to use Imospex active and not score any kills with it. Lovely. And now I'm torn between killing that melee engaged infiltrator and this guy to hopefully scare the last cannon, which succeeded. It thus was the right call. Haha, that was Anufet's passive in action. Good. Now I have 3 turns to somehow finacle a victory here. So the Voxcaster needs to die. That's a given. Now I'm gonna eat the Overwatch, not Overwatch. He doesn't have Final Vengeance. I thought he had Final Vengeance. There. 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 Score the kill. And I think that's the stage 1. Nice. And they're also total pain in the asses, or total pains in the ass, whichever is grammatically correct. Oh well, so that's the first bonus done. Let's move on to the uncommon one. So that's the common stage is complete. Time to move on to the uncommons. Voxcasters. Great. Just what the Necrons are good at, killing masses of shitty enemies. That's called optimism, or enthusiasm, or whatever. So, there is no real way to push into the Voxcasters quickly enough. Very nice. Nope, can't see one, so I think Thutmose, being a flyer, doesn't really suffer from being in the back. Can't get a Scarab drop on turn 1 any other way than this. I don't like that. And well, it will have to do. So eat some Overwatches, drop some Scarabs, see the world, blow up some Hellblasters or Infiltrators or whatever that one was, push forward and get buffed by Makotep. Okay, the Scarabs distract the trash. Nice, and the Immospec in a forward position did manage to score an Overwatch kill. Now he's gonna clear out the Voxcasters, so those are no longer a problem. There, a Thutmose is active, clears more of the trash. Die. That's the stage cleared. Very good. Alrighty, moving on to stage 13. Yes, Thutmose, it does. I think this stage was used in a quest some time ago. Thank you, Dwim. So this might work. So drop the obligatory Scarabs while I can. There, eat one Overwatch to reduce the load on the Scarabs that I'm about to spawn. Kill this Infiltrator, kill this Voxcasters, push Scarabs on, another Voxcaster gone, good. There. Now distance is the main problem. Then again, maybe not. Oh, that worked. Moving on. Alrighty. Stage 14 after this surprise chest. More Asmodai shards. Oh, good. He's closer to getting legendary. So yes, where was I? Stage 14. I also remember this place from the campaigns. Pretty sure I ran some missions here for the mythic journeys. Okay, I don't see a way to get 2 stacks of scarabs. And how do I get the most value out of Imperfect? Probably somewhere like here. Let's flip these guys. There. So, drop the scarabs and don't score a kill. Very nice. Oh, that's what Thutmose' active is for. Finish off this guy. Oh, that was a nice battle fatigue. There, the warrior. And there. Hopefully, if any Cadians spawn at the west edge of the map, they'll get killed by Immospec. Sadly, only got one of them, but I'll take it. So, last cannon, and didn't manage to scare the Voxcaster, but that's fine. There. No battle fatigue either. Wrong target selection. But the battle fatigue this time worked. There. And I think that's the stage pretty much taken care of. Alrighty, I'll take that. Right, Thutmose. Okay, so what's stage 15 like? Well, a lot of Hellblasters, Voxcasters, and Lascannonasters. Okay. Alrighty, attempt number 7 at getting the lightning victory in this stage. And I think I found the solution. To start by killing this Hellblaster with Scarabs. It would have been better to scare the last cannon, but alas, no dice. Then motivate the Scarabs, and this time I didn't get a new stack, which may be a problem. But this line of Cadians, and well, might as well destroy the last cannon, right? Okay, so that's all the Voxcasters gone, and I've already been at this stage, and it didn't work well enough, so nice, now he crits. There. And the problem now is that Thutmose needs to crit with his active to kill a Hellblaster when the Hellblaster isn't on low ground. And he did! Perfect! So yeah, the amount of RNG needed here is kinda stupid, but it's done and I'm gonna move on. So that was one frustrating stage. Let's hope number 16 is going to be less bad. I sense a bit of competition between Thutmose and Thut something. Yes, Imospec. Thank you for your contribution to the discussion. Alright. So the obvious move is obvious, because that Voxcaster needs to die. No, push further on. There, that's another Voxcaster dead, and this shouldn't really be a problem because Thutmose does hit 3 targets with his active. There. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why this stage has a 3-turn time limit. Probably for the rules or something. Then again, I'm beginning to see why they are kinda unpleasantly chunky here. There. So with a little better RNG and 19 more damage somehow dealt to the Northwestern Hellblaster, this is 2-turnable. Anyway, moving on. Stage 17 and Forcas. Let's see what he's all about here. I thought this stage would remain unused except for being an arena. Nice to see it. And how do I kill Forcas? At range, no problem. So let's start by doing this. That's half of Forcas dead. And follow up like this. And I did expect that to be all of Forcas dead. There. There. And fix Imospec. Okay. One Makotep on high ground, please. Makotep. Thutmose. 2 similar names. There, whatever. Stage cleared. Alrighty. That was another bit of lore. And let's move on. So, stage 18. 4 turns, a bunch of Terminators, a bunch of Infiltrators. The turn 1 is going to be completely passive. That sounds great. And I could attack this guy, but that's probably gonna result in Thutmose dying, isn't it? Oh, it was close. Do they have Final Vengeance? Nope, not these guys. There. There. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Guess you get the Scarabs. Okay, the Scarabs ate this Terminator's Terminator armor, so that's nice. And I have the time And Thutmose' passive now works at range, so all is well. There. Stage beaten, with time to spare, as it should be. Moving on. Right, stage 19, and a balanced mix of Dark Angels. Sure, I'll take it. First world problems, Anufet. Alrighty, so attempt number 3 at this stage, because Aleph on wires go boom, and RNG on the follow-up said nope, with these 3 kills. Now fix Thutmose and it should be just fine now. So now what? Now this. Fix Thutmose again. In retrospect, I probably should have done that before attacking with Thut, to make sure he survives the Hellblaster's final vengeance. Then do this. Soften up the Terminator and finish him off. This still worked. Moving on. Okay, stage 20. Let's go. Alright, attempt number 2 at this stage, and looks like this one is going to be a bit tricksy again. The Hellblasters here actually do a lot of damage and are perfectly capable of focus firing a hero if you give them the opportunity. So this time I'm gonna play a little slower, a little more defensively, and hopefully that will do the trick. There. So if nothing else, the Hellblasters do not have Overwatch, so I can just get close to them and zap them, blap them, put them in a stew, whatever I only desire to do to them. But the rest of the Dark Angels aren't exactly squishy. Okay, so now I need to get as much value out of Thutmose' active as I can. There, I think that would do. Next up, I need to start focusing down the Terminators, don't I? Oh, attack there. And don't be adjacent to low ground. There, that will have to do. That should have taken care of the infiltrator a little sooner, but still, this is now looking like a clear. Well done me. This isn't an easy stage. And I can move on. So, stage 21. More stuff to kill. Okay, so it's possible to get a double scarab drop in several ways. That's nice. Let's try this. The Hellblasters are kinda dangerous, so let's make more of them dead. There. To make this a little less risky for old Anufet, I'm gonna drop the warrior, and hopefully he will tank something. There. That worked. I would say calculated, but it wasn't. Okay. So using Imospex active now is a little risky, because had the Hellblaster died without being overkilled, he could have shot Anufed and very likely finished him off. I need some repairs, so let's do some repairs. There. Boom. That worked out beautifully. There. Okay, the Terminator is shredded, so now I need to dose the damage correctly, and I probably want to have Thutmose on him as much as possible. I'm not really liking this. There. So, Thutmose, boom. And now I'm a little short on actions. And looks like Makotep is the most likely to finish the Terminator off. There. And it works. Good. So, now this should be doable. That was very tight. Yes, Imospec. Yes. Okay. More stuff. And I checked since the last Azrael chest, and yes, I already have him legendary. Well, doesn't matter. Shards are shards. So, speaking of shards, let's get some Asmodai shards. Who doesn't like a good zealot, right? Alrighty. Attempt number 2 at this stage, because Asmodai hits hard and blew up my Aleph. So this time I'm gonna bait out the Overwatch before moving Aleph in to do this. And I probably could have done that smarter and even gotten a few more Scarabs, or at least one action more out of them. So that's something for attempt number 3 then, I guess. Well, maybe not necessarily. Does Asmodai have Final Vengeance? No. Good. So let's do this and finish him off by targeting Thutmose active at him. Then taking down the Infiltrator using Imospex active looks like a good idea. Soften up the Terminator, because why not? Make the warrior act again? No, I don't think so. Let's do this. There, that worked. And now take over, Thutmose. Well, a little risky, a little frisky, but Asmodai is down. Okay, more Asmodai shards, that's what I always wanted. And here's the uncommon bonus 13B. Let's go! Okay, so second attempt at this stage, this time hopefully with a slightly better strat. Because Aleph got clapped, sadly. There. 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 Oh, Imospec would need to be on the wires. That's no good. Oh, never mind. Something is gonna happen. There. Okay, so there is one cheeky thing, and that's Baraqiel somewhere among the Terminators. Good. So Baraqiel will be pretending to be a shotgun, which is potentially dangerous. But the rest of the Terminators, I think, can be cheesed a little like this. There. There. Take that. Shotgun. Nice. Shred this Terminator armor. Use active to deal a little more damage. There, I probably should have fixed Aleph. Never mind, all good still. So there, there, there. There should be Baraqiel gone, but I was hoping the Terminator would die as well. Oh well. Nice, Anufet's passive solves this problem, and that should be the last Terminator dead and the second bonus stage perfectly cleared. Good. Moving on. Tough buggers. And I am getting a little tired of this, so I think this is where a little break will be useful. See you in a bit. Okay, so after beating some energy out of the tournament arena, I want to commit something that you two wouldn't like. So let's continue with the Battle 23. Alright, so what do we have here? A few droppable enemies on turn 1 that I think should be dropped. So let's do it. There. Aleph, best girl. It's one of the damn summoners dead. Another damn summoner dead. Might as well kill this one. Good, that crit was welcome. Wait. Makotep can't kill a last cannon in one turn. That's just sad. Alright, that went well. Let's use Makotep's active on the scarabs to make more scarabs. And with that, I think this stage is legally cleared. Oh well. Worse things have happened today, especially in the fucking tournament arena. Let's move on. Stage 24, just 4 Hellblasters. Oh boy. There is even plenty of time. What's the catch here? I mean, obvious Scarab drop is obvious. Why am I gonna regret it? They're not even so tough as to survive here. There. Okay. That just happened, I guess. Is stage 25 even fewer enemies? Okay, so turn 1 is gonna be extremely passive. Let's make it completely passive. There. There. That's not gonna kill him. Interesting. Break his Terminator armor, use Thutmose's active, and Imperfect should be able to score at least 1 kill. Okay, never mind. There. Okay, solvable, apparently. Moving on. So, stage 26. 4 Terminators and 1 of the Watchers. Huh. What do the Watchers do again? Right, they're immune and reduce. Why are they even here? I mean, sure to introduce them, but against the Necrons makes not much sense. Oh well. So I think I best push on as much as possible. There. A Thutmose not hitting the Watcher would have been fucking nice. This is so fucking stupid. There, at least he didn't do that again. So now they're all armor shredded. And I hope Imperfect will score at least 1 kill. Good. Now Scarabs. That should be another kill. More Scarabs via Makotep. That should be Do they seriously fucking attack the unit that's immune? Really? Oh well. So, that's 1. And that should be 2. Okay. So yeah, the main point of the Watchers apparently seems to be getting in the way. Lovely. Oh, stage 27, getting closer to the end, and yay, more cock blocks. I could do a Scarab drop on the Watcher, yes. It would feel good, but that's about everything it would accomplish, so let's not do that. And drop them on this Hellblaster instead, where Makotep can make them go again and hopefully sprout a new stack. No, thank you for not much. And I should probably try to push closer. Okay, I'm gonna call that, while not a resounding, at least partial success. I was hoping to catch something with Imperfect, but then again, there are only the Terminators here, so no surprises there. Oh, lovely. The Watcher didn't eat a hit. There, that should be a kill. Good. Now, deleting the Terminators is gonna be a problem. Okay, Imperfect can only reach this one, so might as well place him in position. Good. Okay, looks like Aleph would have done the least damage. So now Imperfect's active needs to do it. And it did. Lovely. But yeah, the Watchers eating random hits from random abilities that the Necrons kinda do with at least Makotep and the Scarabs is annoying. Anyway, moving on. So, stage 28 and no cock blocks this time. Good. Diminutive specimens, did he mean the Watchers? Because these guys should be pretty big. Well, maybe except for the Cadians manning the last cannons. Oh, right, I misread the terrain. It only got one stack, but at least the last cannon is gone. So it wasn't all for nothing, I guess. Derp! Yeah, Thutmose putting in the work, and I think I'm gonna need the spare bodies here. There. So kill the last cannon and the Hellblaster. There. No, like this, so that I also fix Anufet while doing it. And yeah, RNG, I would like to destroy the... You know what, no matter, there is plenty of time now, so no need to worry about the random ability hitting the wrong target now. There. This should solve all my Dark Angel problems in this stage. Alrighty, moving on. Also, not sure if it gets recorded, but there is a tractor doing tractor things outside, so if you're wondering what that noise is, it's the tractor. Anyway, stage 29. Attempt number 2 at this map, so I have learned from my previous mistakes, and even though the map is shit, I think it can kinda be fixed. So start by dropping the scarabs here. Then use Thutmose to kill this Voxcaster, and now ideally the Scarabs will focus the same Voxcasters and finish him off before he can spam Scheisse. Spam Scheisse yourself to protect Thutmose, because the Hellblasters are ouchy here. There. All according to some sort of a plan. Now I think... Therefore I am... And a Emospec active should do some good here. This is looking good. There. Nothing else can be done with Makotep. There. And that's the Hellblaster probably dead, but better do that from the bushes, in case he decided to somehow shoot Anufet, who was at low health. And with that, this stage on this damned map is cleared with some time to spare. Coolio. Moving on. Oh, and that was the last fight before the lion. Lovely. So what does he do? Yeah, of course he has a little shit with him, sure. What are his abilities? Instruments of Vengeance. Marks Hexes. He begins overwatching. All enemies on marked hexes take... Okay, so stay away from the marked hexes, and he will spam more shit. Also keep him engaged in melee or he overwatches. He probably does that at all times, so a free AoE attack and then a normal attack with a higher crit chance against at least summons. Cool. The taunt, followed up by another attack on the next turn that is an auto crit. And apparently this has at least one guaranteed critical hit. Cool. Half of the hits. Okay, so all the allies around him go... What is it? Watch out, get down, whatever, something Mr. President, I forgot the quote. He cleaves, sure. And each hit score increases until the end of this turn. And the more he blocks in melee, the lovelier he gets with free damage. Okay, this boss feels kinda over-engineered. Well, let's have at him. Getting nostalgic, isn't he? Alright, attempt number 4 at this stage, and this is not a fun fight. He has so many abilities and just takes so little damage because of his tanking stuff that getting him down just won't happen. The good thing is that you only need to bring him to half health, which is no easy task because he has over 8000 HP and is surrounded by a lot of minions. And on top of that, this little shitter eats hits for him like candy. But well, what can we do, right? So I think the key to the fight is to get 2 stacks of scarabs reactivated by Makotep. Then another importantish thing will be to deal damage. Who would have thunk, right? There. There. And there. Please die. Good. Okay, so far so good. And very nice, the Watcher got pushed away from Lion, so it will not mitigate damage for him. So hitting with Thutmose is gonna do more than usual now. There. Brrrt. There. I'm gonna pop the warriors, but not sure how much good that's gonna do now. And Aleph, go. Okay, at least... Oh, never mind, he's got a buddy now adjacent to him. That's not good, because the Terminator will be taking hits for him. There. But he fled. Cool! Somehow I did it. Lovely. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah. So that was the lion boss fight, and yeah, I'm gonna hate this. Alrighty, moving on. So the worst bit about this fight is to get lucky and get the Watcher in the Dark away from Lion as early as possible and to block him off from reaching the Lion again, I think. Well, anyway, all that remains now are the bonus stages, and to get the Lightning Victory on stage 10, but I ran out of entries for that. So let's move on to the final one, 25B. Oh, and that's got all the Dark Angels and the Speeder. How original. So, what do we have here? Some trash. And probably want to spam summons right away. And I kill Sarquael on turn 1. That would be kinda dope. There. This probably isn't gonna work, is it? So let's use Thutmose is active, followed by his passive to remove Sarquael. So far so good. Next up, Imperfect's active to hopefully take out Forcas. Perfect. Reactivate the Scarabs to do something, and that something was a very good something because it got rid of all the Voxcasters. And now I just need to not get Thutmose killed. Good, he survived. So now I need to get Aleph on the healing duty. And this should be pretty much okay, done. There. So now just Baraqiel remaining, mind the shotgun. Oh right, the Scarabs already shredded his Terminator armor, so all is well, and Thutmose should be able to clap his cheeks. Perfect! Whew! And that was the final bonus stage of the standard difficulty of the Dark Angels campaign done. So all that is left here is to get the lightning victory here in stage 10. But that will have to wait for tomorrow because, yep, I'm out of entries, which I probably mentioned like the 7th time. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If not, well, that's your problem, not mine. And I will hit the extremis tomorrow. I think I can do at least the epic stages, because for now I'm really tired of Tacticus. So, have a good day, Tactician, and Kaurin out.